Welcome back to State of the Nation, the concluding part of the show. The chairman of Baramatu Community Development Foundation, Chief Johnny Michaels, is still here with me, as well as Tosin Harriman in our Abuja studios. Just before we went on that short break, asking you the question, why do you suppose that the people of the Niger Delta have had this depth of boiling anger in them and unleashing that on the government infrastructure, depleting resources for this country already?
There is nobody from the Niger Delta area that will tell you that is very much happy with the situation, the underdevelopment of the Niger Delta region. And me, who is from the communities, from the creek, already understand what my own people are passing through, what I'm passing through. I understand the underdevelopment in those areas. And the only way Niger Delta can feel that they are part of this country, or they are being recognized as the wonder of this country, people who have been feeding this nation economically. If that region is developed, like I'm from Ekrenkoko, from Amaduna to Ekrenkoko, you will see that it's a very close gap.
Who is carrying out these attacks? He says that there are allegations that Tompolo is doing it. Who do you think is doing this?
People, I believe, I am not here to say who is doing it, who is not doing that. But what I know is there is no any Avengers, any new group called Avengers in anywhere in the Niger Delta region.
Who are those ones carrying out the attacks?
People who are carrying out these actions, these attacks on the oil facilities, there are people who believe that they are being a victim of the AFCC corruption crusade that is going on in this country. Okay, they have skeleton in their cupboards.
Let me put you on pause and talk to Professor Tosin. Professor Tosin, you're still with us in our Abuja studio. Now, what will be your final word to see a lasting solution to the crisis in the Niger Delta? The militants have refused to dialogue with the government, even after they agreed they will, and have carried out attacks just yesterday in Akwa Ibom State.
Thank you very much. Professor Ishesage made this very strong landmark statement not too long ago. He said, anytime law conflicts with justice, don't apply that law. I am saying, honestly, frankly, and without mincing words, that from what I gathered, all the reports I have gathered from the Baramatu Egbema Okerenkoko community, I'm putting them together. I'm submitting them to the NSA. I am giving it to the head of the police. I am sending them to the DSS. I'm also giving it to the head of the army so that they can look at this report and help readjust their strategic approach. I insist that the strategic approach that the government is adopting to quelling the rage of the NDA is absolutely wrong. I am born in the Niger Delta by nativity and by characteristics. From day one, I was dipped into the water and brought out. A day-old child dipped into the water and brought out. By that characteristics, I can swim under the river. I am a human submarine. I can swim under the river for 30 minutes without bringing my head out. These are the people they are fighting in the creeks. There is no soldier that can engage in that war. The stench of the equatorial belt is too heavy for them to bear. What I am asking the government to do is to invoke the doctrine of corollary. Something becomes self-evident when every other thing has been explained. Once the principle of corollary is enforced, then they come by extenuating circumstances. Extenuating circumstances would now help the judiciary to look at this case again from the point of view of justice. This man we are talking about, who can do this much for the Niger Delta, is in the madding crowd. But in every madding crowd, there must be a benevolent fellow. Let's get this benevolent fellow out. A man who built standard school, world-class facility installed in the place, hospitals with tri-state vascular and nephrological facilities, a man who sent over 100 teachers, science teachers, for special coaching courses for 2 weeks, a man who built homes for different categories of people in his community.
Professor,
over 300 homes
Professor,
for different categories of people in his community.
Let's stay on the subject.
If Tompolo gets to the field,
Professor,
if Tompolo gets to the field, there will be no NDA.
I understand your passion. Just tell me in one sentence what the solution is.
The solution simply is appealing to the government to look for Tompolo wherever he is. Ally with him, the way America will ally with the Turkish Peshmerga. Ally with him to fight this war.
Thank you very much indeed for your thoughts. Just hold it on there. Let's come back to you in the studio here. What will be your final words to resolving these issues in the Niger Delta?
As for me, what I believe is development. If Niger Delta is developed today, most of the demand from the so-called vendors or whatever they call themselves, there are issues that is bothering the common Niger Delta man. If today I'm from a Kerenkugu whereby a university is put on hold by the Minister of Transport, that is a great pain to people like us.
Do you have proof that he did that?
Yes, and if that university today, like what the Minister for Petroleum is trying to do is, we all appreciate it, we commend him. If that university now kick on now, it will even...
What's the proof? That he stopped it?
At least it's a said on the national daily and everywhere that it's putting holes to the Marine University that there is no sufficient money. It never used the word cancellation, that there was no sufficient money to put in there. Although he used some word that, what personally me, I am not happy with. The only way we will believe Niger Delta can put an end is not to allow criminals in the Niger Delta region to take advantage of the underdevelopment in the Niger Delta region. He's talking about Tompolo did that, Tompolo. He cannot know Tompolo more than me. Myself and Tompolo are second cousins. He cannot tell me who is Tompolo.
Do you know where Tompolo is?
I don't know where he is, but what I know is Tompolo is not hiding. Tompolo has been contacting with politicians. Tompolo has been talking with security agencies. So I don't think Tompolo is hiding from this country. I do not think he's hiding. And I do not want to see it as a problem.
Chief, of course, the chairman, Ebema Baramatu Community Development Foundation, Chief Johnny Michaels, want to thank you so much indeed for talking to us on State of the Nation, as well as Tosan Harriman, Professor of Dialectics from the from Institute of Advanced and Social Studies in Kano. Want to thank you so much indeed, gentlemen, for speaking to us on State of the Nation, and that's how State of the Nation has been today. Many thanks indeed for watching. I'm Gimbo Omar. Bye for now.